Today I'm going to present you the best solo carry champion on patch 13.1 in season 13, so you can climb to the rank you always wanted, because this champion is just so broken and Riot will never fix it in my opinion, because it has been broken for the last years and nobody cares about it, nobody knows how to play against it. We are playing Warwick in the top lane. My name is Mario, I am a Fiora one-trick, but Warwick is one of my backup picks if Fiora gets picked or banned. So Warwick counters Fiora, and Fiora is very strong at the moment, so that's one more reason to play this champion. I am peaking in Diamond Elo. At the moment I'm back on my climb to Diamond. I'm in Platinum Elo right now, you know the season started and all that stuff. And we are jumping into the practice tool. I will show you the abilities and the mechanics of this champion, and then afterwards we will go into a game and I will show you exactly from early to late how you can carry with this awesome champion. First of all, for the runes, we are always running Lethal Tempo and Presence of Mind. Here we can switch between Alacrity and Tenacity depending on the enemy comp. Here always Last Stand, Second Wind, sometimes Bone Plating, but most of the time Second Wind and Revitalize. It's just the best. Revitalize is the best rune on Warwick, especially with Last Stand. Then Attack Speed, Adaptive Force and Armor. If you're into a AP matchup, of course you go Magic Resistance. For items, you always start Doran's Blade, into Blade of the Ruin King, into Tier 2 boots, either Plated Steel Caps or Mercury Strats, and then into Chak Shou. That's always the main build in every matchup. Then we can build depending on the game and on the enemy team comp. We can build something like Titanic Hydra, we can build Death Stance, we can build a Bramble Vest into Thornmail, and we can also build a Spirit Visage. Very, very good, very strong item. For the summoner spells, we are always running Barrier and Flash, always into every matchup, because Barrier is the best rune on Warwick, and I will show you in a second why. So skilling order, we are always starting with Q, followed by W, followed by E, then we are maxing Q, and then W, and then E. Of course, we're putting a point into the R every time we can, so level 6, level 11, and level 16, as always. Then our passive makes us deal bonus magic damage on hit with our attacks, with our auto attacks, and it heals us for 100% of the damage, of the bonus damage, when we are below 50%, and for 250% of the damage while we are below 25%. And with Barrier, we want to stay at below 25% health for as long as possible. So we are waiting to get as low as possible, and when we need one more ability or one more attack before we die, then we proc the Barrier, because then we will get the shield and we will get the passive healing of 250% of the bonus damage. Then also our Q, it deals magic damage, also max health damage, and heals us for 75% of the damage dealt. We can use this as well when we get low to heal back up. When we tap it once, we will just leap to the target and bite for magic damage. When we hold it, we will leap behind the target, following all movements of the target. So if your target flashes or does any movement, teleport or whatever, recall, we will follow them. So you have to be careful, but you can also use this for your advantage. Also, this is very good in lane. So every time your enemy walks up, you want to Q auto for a short trade, or you want to hold Q to jump behind them and actually follow them. So kite them, move, auto attack, move, auto attack, move, auto attack. This is also the part where you can use your E. But first of all, let's talk about W. W gives us bonus move speed and attack speed against low health enemies, increasing when the enemy is below 20% health. These are also the paths you see when there is some low health enemy somewhere on the map. You can also track the enemy jungler like this, but only if he's below 50% health. You can also activate this to get the bonus effect, the passive effects, against the closest enemy champion. You see the range indicator on the map, so it doesn't go over the whole map like your passive. And then you have to use it before the fight. When you're in fight, you cannot use it. So you always want to do this when you know you want to go in for a trade in the lane and your enemy is above 50% health. You want to pop this, go in, auto or Q, leap behind him, auto, and then also your E comes into play, where you get 35% damage reduction for 2.5 seconds, and after the end or after recasting you will fear all nearby enemies for 1 second. So you can, for example, W to get the move speed and the attack speed, then you go in, already press your E to get damage reduction and be ready to recast it. Then you recast it, fear your enemy, and you auto-attack them down with the bonus attack speed and with your lethal tempo. And this is basically how this champion works. But this is not all. We also have the R, which is a jump, which scales with move speed. So the more move speed you have, the longer the distance you jump. You have to be careful so you don't miss it, because otherwise you will just do nothing. You can use this in team fights to lock down the enemy carries, or in the lane you actually want to use this as in combination with your barrier. So as I said earlier, so the way your R works is you will suppress your enemy for 1.5 seconds, deal magic damage and heal. So what you actually want to do is you want to bait your enemies in thinking they can kill you, so you want to get low, and once you are low you can even outplay 1v2, sometimes 1v3. You press your barrier, you make use of your passive, auto Q, auto E, and then you can even use your R. You also can CC chain. For example, you can use your E, fear your enemy, and after the 1 second you use your R. This goes down to 2.5 seconds of full CC where your enemy cannot move at all, and in combination with your W and the Borg you can just chase anybody down. The side effects, or the negative thing about this, is that your R and your W is actually every gap closer you have. You have no other gap closer, so when you don't have your W and your R, you can get locked down very easily. So that's the downside of Warwick. But that's why we always also bring Flash. What is also very interesting when you play Warwick is if you're first pick, or if you pick before your jungler, or even if you pick after your jungler, people most likely cannot tell 100% that you are top lane. They will think that you are in the jungle. And this is why they will not counterpick you most of the times, because they just don't know that, because Warwick top is not often played. And this is why you can abuse it really, really hard at the moment. Also, I'm banning Lulu. I'm always banning Lulu or Yuumi, which if I ban a top laner, they will know, okay, Warwick is top lane. So if you don't ban a top laner, you can really confuse your enemies and get not counterpicked as easy as you usually would. So I just first pick. You can also swap with your first pick because of those reasons, and you're fine. Okay, I had to swap accounts. I'm on my Smurf account right now because on my main account Warwick got banned. On my main account I would have the Winterblast Prestige Warwick skin, that's why it's so sad, but it's okay. And it doesn't make a difference for the video, so it's okay. We are into Gangplank, which is actually the worst matchup for Warwick. So today I will show you that you can even win the worst matchups with this champion. And in my opinion, the best solo lane champions are those who can win every matchup, because if you get counter picked easily and then you cannot win the lane, or you can't play the game, then it's actually bad, because then you're actually coin flipping the game every time you're blind picking. But that's why I definitely recommend you, no matter what, no matter if you play War, if you play with your, pick a champion who can win or at least go even in every matchup. Because if there is some hyper losing matchup, you're just playing with fire. So Gangplank will poke us, and as I said before, he got Ignite. Mostly people will just run Ignite into Warwick because they need, or they want, the anti-heal, but it will not make a difference. So we can actually let him poke us down until he thinks he can kill us. Then we can go in with our W, for example. And also we want to Q auto every time we can. So every time he walks up, this is basic pattern, trading pattern in lane. You just Q auto. You can also hold Q to jump behind the target. Then you can even squeeze in a few more auto attacks. But if you just want to poke Q auto, you don't have to hold it, you just tap it. Also we are healing with auto attacks and Qs, but I don't recommend you using your Qs too often on the minions, because first of all, it takes a lot of mana, and second of all, if you're using it against the enemy champion, your presence of mind actually does something. If you're using it against minions, your presence of mind doesn't do anything. So also we want to get low, so just let him poke us, it's okay, it's fine. Now we cannot really jump behind him, I have to just push the wave as fast as possible because Maokai started bot and I don't want to get ganked. Also Sylas is busy in mid lane, so if I get ganked he will not be able to help me. I will use Q on the cannon minion just to secure it and to clear the wave faster, and then auto. Yes, also, yeah, your W gives you attack speed against low health enemies, and this also counts for minions, which means when you attack low health minions you will get more attack speed, which makes it very easy to last with this champion. Now I will just go for refillable. Usually I would not recommend you going refillable because you have so much healing in your kit, but when you have 500 gold on the first cooldown, just go longsword refillable, it's fine. But on second cooldown I would not recommend it, and also if you don't have enough money, just don't do it. You can also grab a pink instead or just save the money. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright. Oh! You can also, what I didn't mention earlier, you can charge your E and then flash in and recast it. So you kind of flash and CC them, you flash fear them. A little bit like Fiddlesticks R, for example. So it's good for engage, but only do that because if only do that if you can one-shot your enemy or you know that your enemy has no flash, because if you cannot one-shot your enemy and he has flash, he will just flash away and you just wasted your flash and your E. So let's say you burn your enemy's flash, your enemy top laner's flash, and then you can consider doing the E flash technique. And I will just do the same thing as before, push in and recall. You can also use a W to get back to lane faster, because you can use the move speed. But only do this if you are sure that your enemy is in range. You can see the range when you hover over your W, and then you see it on the minimap. And if your enemy top laner is within this range, you can use it, and then you can run back to lane way faster. Yeah, let's go. I am ready for a gank. I don't know if he has a ward here, but I would just bait. I would just bait. He's level 6. Awesome. Of course, Gangplank gets countered by attacking his barrels before him. So that's basic Gangplank matchup knowledge. You do this no matter which champion you play against Gangplank, you always try to hit his barrels before he does, so he cannot use them. That's how you basically counter the whole champion. Also, we got his flash. I think I didn't even have to use my flash here, but I just wanted to make sure I don't die and I get the kill. It's always better to do that. Also note that you cannot use your W when you're in fight, so you have to use it before you're in fight. That's why I said you use it to engage, so before you engage actually. Now he has no R. I can actually cheese him, let's try. Okay, I will try to cheese him now. Let's see if we can make it. Now I can use my Q to heal up. But yeah, it didn't really work because the lane was too short. If you were a little bit further into the lane, I would be able to chase him down and heal back up from my passive and Qs. But yeah, it was just a try. I already knew that it will potentially not work. But this doesn't matter. You will see. You see, I'm healing so much just from auto-attacking minions. You see, I'm almost full. It doesn't matter, and the same thing happens when you're in fight. So that's why you don't have to be afraid when you're low. Actually, it's good. Okay. I almost got him. Oh no! Oh no. No. Yeah. Okay, at least I got the assist. I would just go mid now since Sylas is top. I mean, Zed. Yeah, also Sylas pushing my lane, so I don't know. Nom. Pretty illegal move, but we got it. Fuck. Nice. Can we make it happen? We can make it happen. Can we get some more? We can get some more. I would recall. I don't know why we are not going for the Herald. It would be so good. So let's just take... Let's go this for now. And go... let's build into Chuck Show. Let's just go this. Yeah, let's just go this and swap to blue trinket and grab a pink. I mean, in this game both are good. Plated steel caps as well as mercs. The thing is that I most likely will lane against Gangplank, so I'm thinking plated steel caps will be better. Yeah, let's just go for plated. Go top, go top, go top. Go top. I'm running for 40 minutes to go bot. And then this little kid.
Heroes always die.
So there we have it, the barrier outplay. I almost got the kill, he had to flash away. Easy 1v2, easy 1v2. Almost got a kill. Nice. I'm on my way. Okay, Seri 1v3. Solo bolo. I'm going in for the kill. I'm doing it for the kill. Ah. Yeah, I mean, pretty GG. Jungle diff is huge. Yeah, I mean, it's time to recall. I have 2k gold, so let's go back. Grab Boots and Aegis. Nice. Now recall at 1.2k for Chakshu, and then I'm crazy OP. Yep, they FF'd. Alright guys, so if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, I will definitely answer you. And if you learn anything at all, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. I'm posting daily content to help you guys to get better at the game and finally climb to the rank you deserve. Especially now with the new season, we have so much time to improve before... I mean, this season actually has a split in the middle. I don't know if you already watched the video on the new season, but the season will have a split in the middle where we get rank rewards, so we can grind until there and then grab the rewards, and then we get a slight MMR reset, and then we can grind again. So you can either start grinding now, you can also chill and grind for the end, rank reset. Doesn't really matter, but we have enough time, especially now with the season starting 4 days ago. I will honor this guy, and also if we take a look at U.GG, this matchup, wait a moment, this matchup actually has 44% win rate. It's the worst. Oh wait, you cannot see the whole thing. Wait. No. Okay, so it's the worst. It's the worst matchup for Warwick, and we just won the lane. So you see, you can win all of these matchups easily. Always Borg into Boots, into Chakshu. As I said before, you can also go to U.GG, and it will help you a little bit because you can type in your matchup, for example, Renekton, and then it gives you the exact win rate, the exact Summoner Spells and runes, but they will in 99% be the same, always barrier, lethal tempo, blah blah blah, Borg, Chakshu, as I already mentioned. So guys, pick this champion up, either one trick it because you can definitely do that, or just add it to your champion pool and pick it whenever you feel like it, or pick it into high win rate matchups. That's also a very good strategy to climb. But as I always say, best strategy to climb and fastest way to climb is by one-tricking a champion, one-tricking the champion, learning all the matchups, learning the mechanics, learning the macros, the mid-game, the late game, and then you will be able to climb so much faster than with any other strategy. Okay guys, enough talking, I'm tuning out and see you in the next video. Ciao.